Good evening. Where words fail, music speaks. Music is the universal language of mankind. Welcome to BMC News Live in English, brought to you by Al Hilal Hospital and Medical Centers. I am Vinod Narayan, joining you with the daily news updates. Today's headlines.
Bahrain's Hajj mission arrived in Makkah. Bahrain pilgrims urged to comply with Saudi Hajj regulations. Bahrain's Meteorological Directorate issued strong winds warning. Abu Dhabi introduced new rules for motorcycle delivery drivers. Elon Musk revealed a plan on visiting India and Starlink entry.
News in detail. His Majesty the King issued Decree 59 of 2023 establishing Bahrain's diplomatic mission to Philippines. His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa today issued Royal Decree 59 of 2023 establishing Bahrain's diplomatic mission to the Philippines based on the proposal of the Foreign Affairs Minister and following the approval of the Cabinet. The Foreign Affairs Minister shall implement the provisions of this decree, which takes immediate effect and will be published in the official gazette. Bahrain's Hajj mission arrived in Makkah. Muhammad Tahir Al Qatan, deputy head of Bahrain's Hajj mission, announced the completion of the arrival of all committees and members of Bahrain's mission at its headquarters in Al Nasim neighborhood in Makkah, headed by Sheikh Adnan Abdullah Al Qatan. The head of the mission visited Al Madina Al Muwanara, where he inspected the status of Bahrain's Hajj campaigns present and was briefed on the progress of all procedures at the mission's headquarters, praising the mission's readiness to perform its role during Hajj season. He also signed a contract with the designated hospital for providing health care for all Bahraini pilgrims and members of the missions in Al Madina. The deputy head and Khalid Al Maloud, Secretary General of the mission, accompanied Sheikh Al Qatan to inspect the readiness of Mina and Arafat as they were briefed on the preparation of the camps and facilities in the holy sites. Bahrain pilgrims urged to comply with Saudi Hajj regulations. Bahrain pilgrims are being urged to adhere to the Hajj regulations set by the competent authorities in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Pilgrims who do not have Hajj permits will not be allowed to enter the holy sites, said Jeddah-based Bahrain General Consul and permanent representative to the Organization of Islamic Cooperation, Musa Abdullah Al-Noyami. He announced that Bahrain General Consulate would work around the clock and facilitate procedures for pilgrims in Mecca during the period between June 23rd to 30th during the Hajj season. The General Consulate has opened an office at Al Nasim district in Mecca to cater to Bahrain pilgrims and follow up on their needs wherever needed. Al-Noyami commended the efforts made by the government of custodian of the two holy mosques, King Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud, to serve pilgrims during the Hajj season. Bahrain attended GCC German conference. Bahrain's ambassador to Federal Republic of Germany, Abdullah Abdulatif Abdullah, participated in the 5th Gulf German Security Dialogue Conference. The event was organized by the Arab-German Friendship Association in Berlin in the presence of officials, lawmakers, diplomats, and media and think tanks representatives. The ambassador also participated in a panel discussion entitled Joint Agenda for Gulf-European Cooperation, which focused on enhancing cooperation between the GCC countries and the Federal Republic of Germany in various fields. He highlighted opportunities to enhance GCC-German cooperation in the economic, trade, energy and environment fields, noting the importance of investing in joint ties to support stability and confront challenges facing the Middle East and the world as a whole. World Humanitarian Foundation marked World Refugee Day. The Royal Humanitarian Foundation has highlighted its efforts to support refugees all over the world in line with His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa's directives on promoting humanitarian work. In a press statement held today marking the World Refugee Day, which is observed worldwide every June 20th, the RHF said that its efforts have contributed significantly to alleviate the suffering of refugees. The press conference featured a film and a report prepared by the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees. They shed light on the humanitarian projects implemented by the RHF in collaboration with the UNHCR in many countries. RHF Secretary General Dr. Mustafa Al-Sayed extended profound thanks and gratitude to His Majesty King Hamad. the RHF Honorary President for His Majesty's unwavering interest in supporting the humanitarian work carried out by RHF. He also paid a tribute to the government led by His Royal Highness Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, the Crown Prince and Prime Minister, for its humanitarian efforts. Bahrain's Meteorological Directorate issued a strong winds warning. High winds are expected to continue until early next week, announced Bahrain's Meteorological Directorate. According to the Directorate, stronger winds are to be expected today, causing rising dust and high temperatures alongside heavy sea waves. Now we will be back after a very short break.
The 16th branch of Megamart and Macromart supermarkets in Bahrain has opened in Sahla. The best offers are available to the customers at affordable rates. Everyone is welcome. During and around the opening day, a variety of fish including salmon, meat and dairy products, roastery, frozen items, food and non-food items, groceries, fruits and vegetables, electronics, garments and ready-to-eat food items are available to the customers at affordable rates. Hearty welcome to all. Megamart and Macromart, your favorite shopping destination.
Welcome back. Saudi presented $7.8 billion plan for Expo 2030. Saudi Arabia has presented its plan for hosting Expo 2030 to the General Assembly of the Bureau International des Expositions, which is taking place in the French capital, Paris, with a budget allocation of $7.8 billion and a theme of global togetherness. It sets out a wide-ranging plan for the Expo 2030 event. Minister of Foreign Affairs Prince Faisal bin Farhan bin Abdullah chaired the kingdom's delegation, as well as Saudi Arabia's Riyadh bid, Rome in Italy and the South Korean city of Busan are also vying to host Expo. Abu Dhabi introduced new rules for motorcycle delivery drivers. New rules say delivery motorcyclists will only be permitted to use the right lane on roads with speed limits of 100 km per hour and above. Drivers will also be required to undertake annual testing and certification processes. The Joint Committee for Traffic Safety in Abu Dhabi, presided by the Department of Municipalities and Transport, it included the Integrated Transport Center, the General Command of the Abu Dhabi Police and the Department of Health, launched a comprehensive plan to enhance traffic safety for Abu Dhabi's delivery motorcyclists. The Joint Committee for Traffic Safety stated that the decision is in line with the framework aiming to regulate traffic movement on roads and maintain a high level of safety for all road users by limiting the dangerous driving of delivery motorcyclists. This includes speeding, particularly on busy roads and highways, and disregarding traffic, road instructions and signals, in addition to driving on the wrong side of the road, sudden lane swerving, and failure to use turn signals properly that indicate turning and lane swerving. The comprehensive plan to improve the traffic safety of delivery motorcyclists include a number of procedures, regulatory decisions, and traffic and safety initiatives, striving towards improving the quality of work and enhancing the traffic safety levels amongst motorcyclists working within the delivery sector. Germany and China leaders pledge to work together on climate change. Germany's Chancellor and China's leader both pledged to work together to combat climate changes as two of the world's biggest carbon dioxide emitters. Chancellor Olaf Scholz and about half of his cabinet hosted a delegation led by Chinese Premier Li Keqiang, making his first foreign trip since becoming China's #2 official in March, as the two nations held high-level government consultations for the 7th time, Reuters reported. The meeting in Berlin comes a day after Chinese President Xi Jinping met with the US Secretary of State Antony Blinken, indicating an effort by Beijing to reach out to the West and improve forestry relations. Germany is keen to maintain good ties with China, its biggest trading partner. Germany's recently published national security strategy describes China as a partner, competitor, and systemic rival. Germany and China agreed at Tuesday's meeting to set up a climate and transformation dialogue. Scholars pointed to extreme weather events such as droughts in China and floods in Germany to illustrate the importance of action. Elon Musk reveals plan on visiting India and Starlink entry. Tesla chief executive Elon Musk on Wednesday said Prime Minister Narendra Modi extended him the invitation to visit India and he is planning it next year. Musk, who also heads SpaceX, said he is looking forward to bring Starlink to India, which can be incredibly helpful for remote or rural villages. On bringing Starlink to India, Musk said, the Starlink internet, which can be incredibly helpful for villages where they perhaps either may have to access to the internet or the internet is very expensive and slow. Musk also said that the electric car maker is looking to invest in India as soon as humanly possible. Musk met Prime Minister Narendra Modi in New York on the first day of his state visit to the United States and lauded the Indian leader, saying he really cares about India because he is pursuing to make significant investment in India. With that, we come to the end of today's news. Stay tuned for daily news updates in BMC News Live English at 7:30 p.m. every day. I am Vinod Narayan signing off from BMC News Live. Good night.